This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello and welcome back to Movie Battles. This is the main event of Movie Battles Blowout. We have the best in Disney Pixar movie trivia here on the Flying Cow. I, of course, am the Flying Cow, Clay Johnson, and here with me today calling this amazing match is, I believe we're calling you now the Titan, Chance Ellison.
Those that get it. But hi, thank you for having me.
How are you doing today, Chance? It's great to have you here.
I am doing great. It's this. I don't want to date when the video is being shot, but I'll say it's a Sunday. I had a day full of stress-free football, which is great for me right now.
Nice. Good,
Yeah,
good
happy to be here.
stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it is great to have you here calling this match. Like I said, the main event of Movie Battles Blowout 2, and it is, of course, the championship match. We have the winner of the Road to Gold tournament, DreamWorker, Cameron Holzman, and, of course, the current reigning Movie Battles champion, Lil Boat, Caleb Boatman. I am excited for this match. Both of these competitors have put in a lot of work to get here. Boatman had a long road here, winning the elimination gauntlet, losing a match against Kelly, and then winning that vacant title. And then Cameron has been on fire here. He's only lost one match, and that was actually in that championship match against Boatman. So I'm sure Cameron looking to try to avenge that loss here today.
Yeah, these two guys I've actually known pretty well for a very long time. Like Cameron was actually there when I started doing online trivia competitions. So I go way back with that dude. Boatman a little newer, but I know him very well. Actually, I know he knows animation, Disney, Pixar very well. So yeah, it's no shock he's a champion, and I'm excited to see. But Cameron's no slouch, though. I know he knows the stuff too. So this is gonna be a knockdown, drag out fight, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to calling this one. So what do you say we go ahead and bring in today's competitors?
Let's do it.
All right. Introducing first, representing the superior brand and the hammer. Oh, okay, fine. With a record of 8 wins, 1 defeat, and 5 knockouts. He is the 2022 Road to the Gold tournament winner, the rookie sensation, and the #1 contender. He is the DreamWorker, Cameron Holzman. Cameron, how we doing today?
I always love hearing you read how many knockouts I have. It's a lot of fun for me. It's really nice. I don't like you reading the 1. I like the 8. The 1,
Sure.
There should be like an
Well, I mean, it goes from reading like reading your taxes to reading your criminal rap sheet. So I get it. It's a very big transition.
It's I like the 8. I don't like the 1.
Sure.
I like it a lot less if it becomes a 2, which it shouldn't. But at the end of the day, I don't need more reminders of my past failures. Sorry, 1 second. There's a knock at my door. Oh, you have a package for me? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I know his name. I will not be forgetting his name. I have learned the sum total of all knowledge I need to win, which is this name and no other things.
Yeah.
Literally nothing else.
For the belt, figure out how to ship things to Alberta, Canada. Let's do this.
All right. So Cameron just shooting right past the. Okay, well, there we go. All right. Well, let's go ahead and introduce his opponent. representing record of 6 wins, 3 defeats, and 4 knockouts. He is the 2022 Elimination Gauntlet winner and the current reigning Disney Pixar Movie Battles champion, Little Boat, Caleb Boatman. Champ, how you doing?
We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing Lil Boat anymore.
Little Boat sunk.
But that was cute. It was nice.
Exactly. It's Battleship now. It's cleaner. It works better. It's more representative. Little Boat was nice. Yeah, no, Little Boat was for when I was actually like being nice to your competitors here that you have. That's not happening anymore. So we're doing Battleship.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wow, you get some stubble and all of a sudden you're a grown ass man. Okay, I see you. I see you, Boat. I see you.
Yeah, he
always
aligns
be a little
himself
boat
with
to
the
me,
hammer, and all of a sudden he's not a little boat. He's a big boat.
He's a big boat. He's a very big boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's get this going. Let's bring Cameron on back in here. Guys, aligning yourselves with the hammer. What is this coming to? All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's bring up the rules for round number 1. In round number 1, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write down each answer. Answers must be spoken aloud when revealing your response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. If either competitor gets all 8 questions correct, they will have a perfect round and receive a 1-point bonus question. Competitors also have 3 repeats that they can use at any time throughout the match. So if you need a little bit more time or just need to hear a question again, use your repeats. Competitors also have a challenge. If at any point you disagree with the ruling of a question, use your challenge. If your challenge is upheld, you will keep your challenge. There is no stealing in this round. Are our competitors ready? All right. Chance, are you ready?
I am.
All right. Well, then I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready for a movie battle. Action begin. And we will start in round number 1 with question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are the films mostly of the 30s through the 50s. And your question. In Cinderella, while gathering food, what type of animal fights Gus for his share? Going deep cut Cinderella on the first question, but this is a championship match. You're gonna see what these competitors know, how they're doing here. Well, let's find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and let's see, Cameron, we're starting with you.
That a squirrel.
Squirrel is incorrect. Boatman.
Is it a chicken?
It is a chicken. So Boatman takes an
First
early
blood.
lead. Absolutely. All right, so like I said, Boatman with a 1-point lead after question number 1. Let's see how question number 2 goes.
All right, question number 2 comes in the category of Renaissance, mostly 90s in parentheses. What is the name of the golden eagle Cody is trying to protect in The Rescuers Down Under?
Rescuers.
I see Cameron reacting. It is not positive.
Why is it always this movie?
Yeah, Cameron, not a fan of this movie. How do you feel about The Rescuers Down Under, Chance?
I think it's one of the more underrated movies of the Disney Renaissance. Better than a lot of the prominent movies in the Disney Renaissance. Well, not a lot. A good chunk of the prominent movies in the Disney Renaissance.
Yeah,
Like Hercules, Tarzan, Pocahontas.
Sure. We recently reviewed this on Discussions. Went very well. Like you said, a very underrated film. And
Better than the first one.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, gonna go to Caleb first.
No idea. Aloysius.
Not a bad guess. Cameron.
It's not hard to be better than the first Rescuers movie, Chance. Attila.
But it is not. But you still did not watch it. No, we're looking for Marahoot.
Marahute, yes.
Maybe you will Marahute. Sorry, I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Maybe you will take the hint and watch the movie, Cameron.
Who knows?
I've seen
Who
it,
knows?
but,
But
Watch it again.
After 2 questions, looks like we're going. We don't need bonus questions,
Yes,
but
that's-
that is all right. So we will move on to question number 3 in the category of the dark times, the films of the 2000s. And your question: you will find the characters Zini, Bruton, Ema, and Baleen in which film?
That the category is uncalled for, but it's not incorrect.
Yeah. I mean, I will say some of the players have petitioned for this one to be changed, mostly because they think another one should be. But you know what? I made the categories.
Those
a long time
competitors
ago.
are us.
Yes.
Financially, they do have a darker time, but this was bad.
Yeah. In 5, 4,
This
3,
should be renamed to the meme era.
1.
This should be called the meme era. All
All right. And Cameron,
Those don't sound like some stupid dinosaur names.
they are stupid dinosaur names. And Boatman.
Should call the category Good Times Dinosaur.
I don't know about that.
I was there about. So were you. They were not good times. They were not good times.
Good Times.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Our next category comes in my personal favorites, Pixar. In Up, Carl attacks a construction worker because he thought he was messing up what? Yes, the Up, the kid-friendly version of Gran Torino.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good comparison. Never thought of that before. It actually works in a lot of different
It does.
ways. That's really
He just
good.
he just doesn't kill himself in the end. Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
Gran Torino.
5,
And Up, technically.
And Up
3,
technically.
2, and 1.
All right, it's gonna go to Boat first.
Mailbox.
That is correct. Cameron,
I didn't know Carl Fredrickson served his mailbox.
you did serve his country, probably.
Yeah. In the balloon division, yes.
Yes. Now I want the Pixar Korea movie.
Wow. All right. Now moving on to the 5th question in this round. Boatman still with a 1-point lead. The category is hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the live action animation combinations and Muppets films. And your question: which of these actors cannot be seen or heard in James and the Giant Peach? Pete Postlethwaite, Dawn French, David Thewlis, or Mariam Margulies? Quite some names there.
Yes.
Um,
Some well known, some very difficult to spell and pronounce. Looking right at you,
Absolutely.
Pete Postlethwaite.
Yeah. All right, let's see if our competitors have it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Cameron, we're starting with you.
She was busy being in Narnia instead, Dawn French.
Dawn French is correct. Boatman.
Nah, I said Duelist.
Ooh,
Right.
high game.
That's right. Cameron tying it up there. I believe it is currently 3-3 going into the 6th question.
All right, your next question comes from the category of decline/wilderness, aka the 60s through the 80s. In many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, one of my personal favorites, after being unstuck from Rabbit's house, where does Pooh immediately get stuck again?
Deep dive in many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is also
Yes.
one of my childhood favorites. Love.
I love this character, love this movie. I think this is excellent. This is one of the better Disney films. I will fight to death on them.
Yep. I love this character and movie as well. Just a Pooh appreciation.
If you hate Winnie the Pooh, chances are you're a communist.
In 5,
Real
4,
comrades to walk in.
3, 2, and 1. All right. Wow. I don't have much else to say to that.
All right, gonna go to Boat first.
I mean, he wants to share the honey, so I don't know about that. But tree?
Do we give him that? We can give him that. Honey, yeah, correct. Tree. Cameron.
His shirt's red. Red scare. I wrote in the mud.
Oh, so Boatman retakes the lead on that question. The answer, of course, honey tree, but we will take tree.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, yes, Boatman takes a 1-point lead going into everybody's favorite category, package films. The short collections of the 40s. And your question: what year saw the release of Melody Time?
Yes, the package films, the time where they were, okay, you know what, we can't make a full narrative feature, so you know what, we got a bunch of shorts together.
Yeah. I mean, it was a cost-cutting measure. It was also Walt's way of avoiding unions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he was the original use of migrant workers. 3 caballeros, baby, let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we're starting with Cameron.
I know the first 3 numbers very quickly. This is the 4th one and 8, 1948.
That is correct.
Yes.
Boatman.
1948.
That is correct. So Boatman keeping that lead, 4-5.
All right, so your next question comes in the category of CG Revolution, the 2010s to present. You'll find the voices of Nicole Scherzinger, Rachel House, and Troy Polamalu in what film? Hall of Fame safety, Troy Polamalu.
Yep. He is in a Disney movie officially.
He is.
So yeah, there you go. Yeah, not a whole lot else to say about that.
I don't want to give away the answer,
right?
but I feel like they know it, so I feel like I can just say whatever I want right now.
3.
I'm going to take a repeat.
All right.
Ooh, all right.
First
You'll
one.
find the voices of Nicole Scherzinger, Rachel House, and Troy Polamalu in what film?
Sorry, can I get the category again? That's the main thing I need.
CG Revolution 2010s to present.
Most recent stuff.
Boatman, if you missed this, you are dead to me.
Sometimes that's really what.
If you want to enact your vengeance mid-match, I won't stop you.
Knowing what category.
It does make a difference sometimes.
Yeah, it does help. We'll just have to see in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, going to you first, Boatman.
This is wrong because it's not the right category, but Soul is the only one with Rachel House I can think of.
It is not Soul. Cameron, to potentially take the lead. Oh, sorry.
Moana.
It is Moana.
Oh, okay.
Is Moana. So with that, Cameron ties things up 5-5. Boatman just stalled on that last question, but still a very tight game going into round number 2. So let's go ahead and bring up the rules. All right. In round number 2, each competitor will spin the wheel up to 2 times. If you do not like your first category, you can choose to spin again. However, if you land on opponent's choice, you are stuck with that. Competitors will get 4 questions in their category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is available. However, if you use it, the value of the question will drop to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives an incorrect response. Repeats and challenges are still in effect in this round. All right. So, we are currently tied 5-5. However, as the champion, Caleb is the favorite. So, Caleb, you get to choose Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer?
Go ahead, Holtzman.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and bring up the wheel for Cameron. Cameron, can you see the wheel?
I can.
All right, then Cameron, this wheel is yours. And you have landed on movie release dates. Would you like to keep this category or would you like to spin again?
There's no spinners and opponents, right?
There is not.
Yeah, there's enough on this wheel that I'm afraid of that I will, against my better judgment, take movie release dates.
Against your
Alright.
gut, bold strategy.
Hope that the data studying of a sum total of less than 100 movies pays off.
All right, so Cameron is going to stick
It's gonna go
with
so badly.
movie release dates. So we are going to go ahead and bring up
It's such a
4
bad idea.
questions in the
I'll do
category
right now.
of movie release dates. And Cameron, I will be.
Because if I miss anything, Bowman's gonna steal them without hesitation.
And you,
I
you,
handed
you do this. You
the
made
gun
your
and I'm
bet
just
and aligned
waiting
it,
to
buddy.
give him the bullets.
We'll have to see how it goes.
All
All right, so
sure.
Cameron, your first question in the category of movie release dates.
Mm-hmm.
What year saw the release of the hybrid war propaganda documentary Victory Through Air Power? Rears its head again. Doesn't come up super often.
I know I read this. 1943.
1943 is correct.
Woo.
As
There's
Boatman
only
just
so
let
many
you
years
know,
would have been.
points. Yeah. All right. So we are now moving to your second question. How many Disney animated films were released in the 1980s?
To clarify, this is just the core Walt Disney Animation Studios.
Yes, just
correct?
Disney animated films.
5.
5 is correct for 2 points. All right. Cameron doing very well. Currently has a 4-point lead over Boatman going into his penultimate question in this round. What year was The Muppets released?
I feel stupid. No, because sorry, The Muppets, 2011.
2011
I
is
thought-
correct.
I thought
for
it was
2
I was thinking of the
points.
Muppets movie. I'm having a panic attack.
All right. Yes. Glad we didn't make that mistake. All right.
I was
So-
sitting there being like 78, 79. I don't remember. There was like wrong movie.
All right, so we are now moving to your final question in this round. Cars 3 was released in what year?
Well, it was directed by Brian Fee.
It was.
So, and I don't think he started making movies until about 2017.
Is that your final answer?
That's my answer.
Okay, 2017 is correct. And with that, Cameron runs that round.
If I had missed that
Currently-
question, I don't know what state I would be in right now.
He currently has an 8-point lead over Boatman. However, Boatman, of course, has not spun yet. But of course, he will be looking for a strong category in order to, meet Cameron's how he's doing. Meet those scores. All right.
I'm
so
doing
let's go
not
ahead.
well. Thanks for asking.
Let's go ahead and bring up the wheel for Boatman. All right, Boatman, can you see the wheel?
Yep.
All right, then this spin is yours.
Okay, that evens it out. I will take it.
You're
I was-
going
yeah.
to take it. All right, so Boatman is going to keep the category of Oscars. He is going to receive 4 questions in the category of Oscars. And Boatman, these questions are going to be asked to you by none other than the Titan, Chance Ellison.
All right, Boatman, four questions in the category of Oscars. First question: Treasure Planet was nominated for which Oscar?
Best animated feature.
I don't know how, but yes, that is correct.
No, that movie's solid. It's
Shut
solid.
up, Boatman. Question 2: Who Framed Roger Rabbit was nominated for 7 Oscars? How many did it win?
3.
That is incorrect.
Challenge. I'm correct. It's 3.
All right. So at the end of the challenge, in the clarification, the question specifically asked how many was nominated and then how many it won. It won 3 of the film or of the awards that it was nominated for. Technically, it won 4 because it won a Special Achievement Oscar, but it was not nominated for that. So the question was a little misleading. So we are going to award the points to both.
I was told I was misled by the host, so great job. Good job. But yes, good job, Evan. 2 points right there. Next question. Toy Story 4 was nominated for 2 Oscars. It won Best Animated Feature. What other Oscar was it nominated for?
Best original song.
2 points. And your last question. So Dear to My Heart was nominated for Best Original Song. For which song?
I don't think Holtzman's gonna get it on steel, so I'm just gonna shoot for it. So Dear to My Heart, being the name
That
of
is incorrect.
It's in my notes.
But is it in your head? Is that the question? So Dear to My Heart was nominated for Best Original Song. Which song received the nomination?
Oh god, I know one of the words.
Oh boy!
Do you know all the words though? That's what we need.
Oh, God. Is it called Lavender Fields?
Is that your final answer?
That's my answer.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Lavender Blue. Lavender Blue.
I have a little spreadsheet with all of the Oscars in it. I know it's in there.
Of course you do. All right, but yeah, after that round, Boatman nets 6, but he does not lose a 2-point steal to Holtzman in the process.
All right, but that does mean that Cameron currently is in the lead by 2. Currently, the score is 13-11. So we are going to go ahead because this is the championship match in the 5-round format. We will now be going to round number 3, which is the betting round. In round number 3, we will spin the wheel to determine a category. Each competitor will wager between 0 and 3 points. A single question will be asked to both competitors. The points will go either up or down by the amount wagered based on the answer. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer this question. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right. So, let us go ahead and bring up the wheel for this round. And there is no spinners or opponents on this wheel, so it does not matter whose spin it is. Let's go ahead. All right, and we have
CG
landed
Revolution.
on the CG Revolution. As a reminder, these are the films of the 2010s through to the
Right, we put
present.
that to the chat. We don't write them on boards.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
I had a funny joke written on my board.
All right. So if you guys go ahead and think about how many questions you would like to risk, and then go ahead and put them in the chat, but do not press enter yet. Are we both prepared? All right.
Yeah,
then
we
on the
both are
count
using
of
chat.
3. All right. On the count of 3, go ahead and put it in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we are going to go ahead and ask this question in the category of the CG Revolution. And your question: In Encanto, what is the name of Mirabel's cousin who can speak to animals?
Funny. Before this match, I was literally thinking about this movie, just for no reason.
Yeah, sometimes it just comes up with no thought, and it just happens to be a question in the match. You never know.
You love this movie.
We will see how our competitors do here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to start with Boatman. So how many points did you wager?
I wagered 3, and I bet Antonio.
Are you correct or are you racist? Let's find out.
All right. And Cameron, how many did you wager?
I wagered 3, and you had to ask the one movie that I've only seen once in this category. I wrote Diego.
All right. So Boatman got it correct, and Cameron misses. So that is a 6-point swing. Again, unfortunately for Cameron.
The Brian Fee of it all.
Boatman, however, this time
Isn't this exactly how this played out last time?
Yes, except this time Boatman does not have as big of a lead as he did last time. This time he's only up by 4 points, 14 to 10. So there is still time to make it up in the speed round, and then of course the final round. So let us go ahead and bring up the rules for round number 4. In round number 4, also known as the speed round, competitors will receive up to 10 random questions. Each correct answer in this round is worth 1 point. Each incorrect answer will lose you 1 point. 60 seconds will be given to answer all questions. Competitors may pass on any question without penalty. Once all questions have been asked, any past questions will be re-asked for the original value. Questions will continue to be asked until all questions have been met with an answer or a thorough pass. All right? There are no repeats or challenges in this round. All right. So, Caleb, you currently are in the lead. Would you like to do your speed round first, or would you like to defer to Cameron?
I need to use the restroom, so I'm going to defer.
Very nice.
Gotta take a pee break, so yes, I will defer.
For that. All right. So, Cameron, you know how this works. We will not start the timer until after the end of the first question has been read. Also, I will not reveal how many questions either of you have gotten correct or incorrect until both of you have finished. Are there any other questions?
Not that I can think of.
Then your speed round begins now. Which Muppeteer provides the voice of Fozzie in the Muppet movie?
Frank Oz.
In the Incredibles franchise, what is Mr. Incredible's real first name?
Bob.
What year saw the release of Bambi?
1942.
Who is Max's best friend in a Goofy movie?
PJ.
Who provided the score for Beauty and the Beast?
Alan Menken.
What year saw the release of Pete's Dragon?
1977.
Who directed Pixar's Soul?
Pete Docter.
What is the name of the hummingbird in Pocahontas?
Flit.
Who plays Bert in Mary Poppins?
Dick Van Dyke.
Brave was released in what year?
Sorry, did you say Brave?
Brave.
2012.
And that is the end of your speed round. So you know how this works.
Yep.
We will not start the timer until after I have finished asking the first question, and we will not reveal correct or incorrect until both of you have completed the round.
Yep.
All right. So, Caleb, if there are no other questions, then your speed round begins now. Which Muppeteer provides the voice of Fozzie in the Muppet movie?
Frank Oz.
In the Incredibles franchise, what is Mr. Incredible's real first name?
Bob.
What year saw the release of Bambi?
1942.
Who is Max's best friend in a Goofy movie?
PJ.
Who provided the score for Beauty and the Beast?
Alan Menken.
What year saw the release of Pete's Dragon?
1977.
Who directed Pixar's Soul?
Pete Docter.
What is the name of the hummingbird in Pocahontas?
Flit.
Who plays Bert in Mary Poppins?
Dick Van Dyke.
Brave was released in what year?
2012.
All right, and that is that's the end. All right, so in the speed round, both competitors got all 10 questions correct. So we are still, Boatman still has a 4-point lead. The score is now 24-20. But of course, Cameron is going to have plenty of runway to catch up. So as we go into the final round, the championship round for the Disney Pixar Movie Battles title. So let's bring up the rules for round number 5. In round number 5, competitors will choose 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will receive 3 questions that will range from 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. There is no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right. So, Boatman, you are currently in the lead, so you get to choose your 3 numbers first. What sounds good to you?
4, 7, and 3.
4, 7, and 3. All right. And Cameron.
Well, I can't do what I normally do now, because he took one of my numbers.
Sorry.
So
I didn't do that intentionally.
I know you didn't.
I
I just,
Hey, friend.
as much as I know, like, there's no real strategy in picking numbers, now I feel like I have to pick new things that mean something. It's between 1 and 20, right?
Yes.
I'll go with the years of release of the 3 greatest animated films, or the greatest animated film trilogy ever made. So 10, 14, and 19.
10.
You did
14,
not. You did
19.
not.
What did you think he was
DreamWorker, my guy.
What did you think he was gonna do? It's Holtzman.
I didn't think he'd do that.
Been gone, but you haven't been that.
You're just setting yourself up for failure at this point.
It's almost like my whole brand is not giving any cares about this thing.
To be fair, the best one isn't even a trilogy anymore. So I mean, Holtzman's kind of got a point.
And the third one's not that great.
You're high.
It's the worst before.
I'll be honest, he's got a point.
Shut up, Boat.
It's not bad, but it's the worst before.
Boat. I will fly wherever you are and I'll kick you in the face.
It's a 4 out of 5 star movie.
Boat.
It's 4 stars. It's
Boat.
good.
One more.
It's 10 out of 10.
One more.
It would be better if there was more training dragons.
Cameron. I've never been to Canada, but I will fly to kick you in the head.
Okay, so as we said, Cameron is currently down by 4 points. So in order to avoid the TKO and push this back to Boatman to have to answer some questions, he is going to have to answer a few of his own. So Cameron, we are going to start with category your 2-point question. You chose number 10, and that relates to the category of early classics and classics. These are, of course, the films of the 30s through the 50s mostly. And your question. In Alice in Wonderland, What is the Queen of Hearts' preferred form of execution?
Beheading.
I will accept beheading, also known as decapitation, for 2 points.
You had to use the fancy term for beheading, so of beheading. So
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So he is now within 2. If Cameron can get this next question correct, then he will pass this over to Boatman to have to answer some questions. All right. So you chose number 14 for your 3-pointer, and that relates to the category of villains. Okay. And your question in villains. In the film, what is the name of the ultimately villainous Monsters, Inc. CEO?
Henry J. Waternoose.
Henry J. Waternoose is absolutely correct for 3 points. So Cameron now claims a 1-point advantage.
I didn't
over
name the director of a
Boatman.
movie from the 90s this time.
All right, so Boatman now is going to have to answer at least his 2-point question to force Cameron to answer his 5. Okay? And Boatman, your question, you chose number 4. And that comes to us from the category of hybrid films, live action animation combinations. And your question. In Pete's Dragon, what is the dragon's name?
Elliot.
Elliot is
No hesitation.
correct
Hoping you would
for
say Pete.
2 points.
Well, then Pete's Dragon. Oh, it's Pete, obviously.
Pete,
And that's himself.
yeah, absolutely. All right, so
You put that in a speed round. Someone would do it without thinking.
all right, so with that, Caleb takes back the lead by 1 point, which brings us now to Cameron's 5-point question. Now, as a reminder, if Cameron gets this question correct, then he will send it back to Boatman and force him to answer both his 3 and his 5. However, if he misses, then Boatman will successfully retain his championship.
I have 3 repeats, correct?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You have all of your repeats. Right? And you chose number 19, which relates to the category of movie release dates. Okay?
It worked for me in round 2, let's hope.
And your question in the category of movie release dates, you will get 20 seconds for this. What was the 44th Disney animated release?
Oh, God.
It's tough, but it is doable.
There.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first one. In the category of movie release dates, what was the 44th Disney animated release? 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that was your second one. You have one more. In movie release dates for 5 points, what was the 44th Disney animated release?
Classic strategy using all your repeats. Can't take them home with you.
Absolutely.
Especially with a loaded question like this. You gotta just use them all.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Final repeat.
All right, last one. All right. For 5 points in the category of movie release dates, what was the 44th Disney animated release?
Diagrams, boards, and strings in full effect.
If I'm right, and this is the answer that gets me my 5, the universe is doing me a favor.
5, 4.
I'm gonna say Brother Bear.
That is correct for 5.
I had to go. I went backwards because I knew
points.
Encanto was 16.
All right. So Cameron nails a huge 5.
Fantastic
And
ball.
Canada.
Pushes Boatman to answer the rest of his questions. We are, of course, going to ask the 3-point question, but it's just gravy at this point. You chose number 7. That's the category of the Renaissance. And your question: what is the name of Prince Eric's steward and advisor in The Little Mermaid?
I'm not going to waste time on this. Grissom?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Grimsby.
Didn't matter anyway. So
It did
Come on.
not. It did not.
It mattered for the accuracy, Boatman.
So,
How do you think?
Sorry, Megan.
How do you think
Sorry,
Dr. Megan's gonna feel?
so this
How
now
dare
brings
you,
you
Boatman, insult
to
Dr. Megan
your
like
5-point question. Now, if you get this correct, then you will retain your title. However, if you miss it, then Cameron is the new Movie Battles champion. Okay? And as a reminder, you have 2 repeats in your challenge. All right? You chose category number 3. And that relates to the category of the Muppets. Okay? And your question for 5 points. Which Fraggle Rock character appears in the wedding scene in Muppets Take Manhattan? Four, 3, 2.
I'm going to say Zippy. I have no idea. I haven't watched Fraggle Rock. Good job, Wilson.
And your winner and the new Disney Pixar Movie Battles champion, the DreamWorker, Cameron Holtzman.
Okay, so I don't want to raid on a parade here. I am going to challenge quickly, though. Just to throw a challenge, I'm going to challenge that character's name is not said in the movie. It might be, but I'm going to challenge. I'll throw a Hail Mary challenge. The names, characters not said in the movie, and there would be no way they would know it unless you watch Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, in reviewing the challenge, Boatman is correct that really, it's the name is never said unless you do know Fraggle Rock. You would not necessarily recognize the character. I will say, if you do know Fraggle Rock, it's, you can get there, but it depend on extraneous information. So we are going to honor the challenge, and we are going to issue Boatman a new 5-point question. All right. So, Boatman, you are going to receive a new question in the category of Muppets. Again, you still have your 2 repeats. So here is your question for 5 points. In the Muppet movie, what prolific musician plays the piano player at the El Slizo Cafe?
Repeat the question.
That's your second one. You have 1 remaining. In the category of Muppets for 5 points. In the Muppet movie, what prolific musician plays the piano player at the El Slizo Cafe?
Paul Williams.
And your winner, and still Disney Pixar Movie Battles champion, the battleship, Caleb Boatman, coming back after the challenge and nailing that question. Congratulations to you, Mr. Boatman. Great match from both of these competitors. Obviously, either one of these could have been champion today, but Caleb retains his title. So we will see you guys in just a second for post-match interviews. All right. Well, there you go. Chance, we thought for a second we had a new champion. Boatman had a legit challenge and ended up getting his 5-point question and retains that title.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take it tacky, but in this game, you got to do what it takes to win. Boatman did that, and yeah, that's the reason he got that belt.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, why don't we go ahead and proceed to our post-match interviews? And here we have today's almost winner. You were this close, sir. But like I said, strategic challenge, and he retains once again. How are you feeling about today's match, sir?
Like, I can't be mad at this.
No.
Boatman, like, I would have made the same challenge Boatman would have. I had not a clue on his new 5, and he got there. Phenomenal job. Like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like losing, but if I'm gonna lose to anyone, it's Boatman. Like, the man knows his stuff. Like, we were neck and neck throughout. Again, the betting round is my death sentence here, I guess. That's what happens when I think Encanto is overrated and didn't deserve to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature because The Mitchells versus the Machines was a better movie. There weren't any DreamWorks movies nominated, but
No.
Sony Pictures Animation, also a great studio. Watch Arthur Christmas. Watch The Pirates, Band of Misfits. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's a great movie. Basically, what I'm saying is, to all the people who are going to play me, all the people playing this league, I beg of you, stop watching Disney movies. You have better uses for your time. How to Train Your Dragon. That's only 3 movies. Who needs 60 when you have 3? The math works out. You could watch 3 movies 20 times. It's easier that way.
All right. Well, keeping up the rhetoric as always, Cameron, great match today. Like I said, you came up on the short end, but you made it an interesting match. So great job to you.
I think it was literally a 1-point game at the end, which is insane.
It was. Yeah.
Like, last time we played, I got TKO'd. And mostly that's because I don't know who Roy Rogers is, and I also forgot the name of the singer Slim Whitman, and instead said the director's Whit Stillman. That's neither here nor there. I learned who Brian Fee was.
You did.
I'm proud of that fact. I got to reference it while giving an answer today, and that's all I really wanted was to avenge that one thing. I didn't need to avenge my loss to Boatman. I needed to avenge my loss to Brian Fee, and I think I did that here today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, good luck to you next season, sir. I'm sure that you will be wearing that gold soon enough.
Yeah. Watch The Prince of Egypt. I'm out.
All right. And here we have today's winner, the reigning, defending movie battles champion, Caleb the Battleship Boatman. You do know that your belt says Little Boat. Are you okay with
No,
that?
that's fine. I don't have a problem with Little Boat. It's just, it's what it was. It was, and this is what is. And both get me victories in title matches, so I don't really care. It's all about this.
It is true, and you do still have that. I mean, obviously, you guys were neck and neck throughout this whole thing. The biggest, gap came with, once again, a 6-point swing in that betting round. But, you can't really blame Cameron for betting big. He just didn't know the question in question. But I will say a 5-pointer in Muppets is a death sentence to most people. And obviously we had, a bit of a controversy with the first one, but you got a second one and were able to pull it out. Were you at all sweating when you heard that your category was Muppets?
I mean, sweating is not a correct word because at the end of the day, I like at least 75% of the Muppet movies, and I have seen all of them at least once, if not multiple times. So at the end of the day, I love the Muppets. Coho, he hates the Muppets. He's a weirdo. He's a deviant. He shouldn't be allowed near the Muppets. The Muppets are good, wholesome characters. At the end of the day, the Muppets rule, and the people who think the Muppets don't rule are losers who don't study. And also Coho. Anyway, I think that, but it's a category that can get pretty deep, and you never know. I didn't know the Fraggle Rock question, but I've never seen Fraggle Rock, so I didn't know that information on the movie. So I think it was a fair challenge. And then I'll be honest, I was sweating on Paul Williams though. Like I was sweating on my question because I was like, is it Paul Williams or am I like underthinking it or overthinking it? And it's Elton John. Those were the two people I was between. It was Paul Williams, who was nominated for an Oscar for the Muppet movie. Fun fact, and wrote Rainbow Connection and everything. So, no, like the Muppets rock. So there are worse categories I could have gotten.
Absolutely. Well, again, you are still the champion, and a worthy champion. We don't always agree on everything, especially your affiliations. But today, well fought match, sir. So congratulations and good luck next season.
Thank you. Give me someone good who isn't Holtzman. I don't know if there is someone like that, but I want to play someone new. Well, but I think Holtzman's like the only other good person.
There's a number one contender coming up between Nazario and Brian. So
okay. That's old hat, but whatever. I guess that works.
Oh, okay. All right.
If Nazario wins, it'll at least be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you, sir. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, Chance. Our defending champion, barely holding on to that belt against a worthy competitor in Cameron Holtzman. And I'm sure that Cameron is going to be gunning for that title again soon. But here we are at the end of movie battles blowout. We've seen a lot of great matches. We've seen a lot of great stuff come your way. I hope you have enjoyed it all. That's all we have for you guys today.
Hold on. I got to stop you right there. So I just noticed what Boatman was saying at the end of his interview. I want to play someone new, someone good.
Yeah,
there
absolutely.
is somebody like that I know who is going to be playing in movie battles next season.
Oh, who's that?
That person
Mhm.
is me. Yes, I am announcing that I will be dusting off the rust and I will be playing in the Disney Pixar Animated Trivia League next season.
Wow, oh, you've heard it here first, folks. The Titan, Chance Ellison, is playing in movie battles, and I am sure that you will be gunning for that title in no time at all.
Got to keep it in house, right?
Keep it in house. What do you?
You know.
Oh no. That's right. Everybody meet the newest member of the Hammer family, the newest Hammer bro. That's right. The Titan, Chance Ellison. I mean, did you really think anybody else could get Chance? I mean, come on. You do it.
Yeah, you haven't answered my email about changing the name. You know, I'm not crazy about Hammer Bros.
Hey, you know the other guys voted on it, but hey, you know you can.
I didn't get a vote.
I know it happened before, but look, we can talk about that. We can smooth all of this stuff over. You can be, you know, my own personal Hammer guy or the Hammer enforcer, or you know whatever you want to, you know, give yourself as a moniker. But yeah, that's right. We got the Titan. So all of you other players out there, that's right. In case we weren't already, the Hammer and his group, we are taking over. Enjoy.
See you in the ring.
Right. That's right. So nobody else really has a chance. So I'm done with you all now. You go home. Okay. It's been your pleasure. Bye-bye.
Mm.